I now call on the representative of World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. You have the floor, Madam.
Today I represent the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, but more importantly, the Young Women's Caucus of CSW 58, jointly coordinated by the World YWCA and the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the world stands at a critical juncture. While the MDGs played an important role in global poverty reduction, a disproportionate amount of women and girls have been left behind. Today, on behalf of the Young Women's Caucus, I will outline how we can all learn from the challenges and achievements in the implementation of the MDGs and ensure the post-2015 agenda captures the needs, assets and aspirations of us, the world's young women. Adolescent girls are the world's most economically vulnerable group. Persistent discrimination and entrenched gender disparities remain a major driver of poverty for these young women. Even in the 21st century, we still face significant gender-based violence, with half of all sexual assaults committed against girls under the age of 16. We still face higher rates of HIV infection, unwanted pregnancies, child, early and forced marriage, and harmful traditional practices such as female genital mutilation. Girls and young women face the double discrimination of their sex and age, but this is exacerbated for marginalised groups such as young women living with disabilities, LGBTQI communities, and those living in conflict zones, amongst others. This is not acceptable. The Young Women's Caucus calls for a standalone goal on gender equality and empowerment that adopts a life cycle approach, as well as gender to be mainstreamed under all other goals. This will ensure the new agenda empowers girls and women at different stages in their lives, so the issues that face us as young women today will not cripple our progress as women of the future. We must eliminate violence against girls and women, including harmful traditional practices. Have equality in meaningful decision-making at all levels, in both political, social and economic arenas and in the private domain. Have access to quality education at all levels, including non-formal education. Have universal access to health services which are non-judgmental, confidential and evidence-based, including sexual and reproductive health and rights. We must eliminate deeply rooted discriminatory social norms, practices and stereotypes that prevent us from enjoying the full spectrum of our human rights. The framework must acknowledge the cross-cutting nature of these issues for the world's 860 million young people by including specific targets which ensure national accountability. The data collected must be disaggregated by sex and by age. We are more than statistics. We are people whose human rights have to be at the core of any transformative agenda. Our voices must count in the shaping of humanity. Thank you for listening today.
Thank you very much for that statement. And I'm aware of paragraph 7 that you are really interested in.